Days ago, I recorded some talking head story videos, which I haven't done in a long time. And I was inviting myself to show up and bring the energy and the voice that I was craving for. In these times of chaos and shifts that are happening in so many different ways in so many different parts of the world, and how we are all so interconnected in this web of social media, and it feels like all of the things are happening all at once. It can feel really overwhelming, and I felt like, it's so natural and obvious for people that have opinions or feel like very strongly about something. All of these are the voices that we hear online. But what about the neutral, regulated, what's the word? What about the voices that are more in the middle, that don't have to take a crazy stance? When I say crazy, I mean like polarizing. What if we don't have to take a polarized or polarizing stance on everything that's going on? If you have an opinion about something that is so near and dear to you because of your own life experience, amazing. Your truth is sacred and no one can take that from you. But it also is not our responsibility to show or convince other people what we know. We can lean into a conversation, but it's really not our job to convince people. So what I'm finding is that, actually what I was calling for was for a voice of neutrality, of, I don't really know if non-duality is the right word. I'm going to have to do a bit of research on this topic to come into clearer terms that support what I'm trying to say without having tags on them, meanings that have a certain charge or reputations from things that are happening. Because words can evolve over time. The more people start becoming aware of a certain word or a certain theme, then those words take on new meanings and new contexts. And it's hard to use some words when it's kind of well, what are you actually saying when you say that? For example, love is a word that can be used in many different contexts, and there are different forms of love, right? You say I love you to your grandma, and it doesn't mean the same thing when you say I love you to your partner. So there is a way of loving and caring. You can love someone unconditionally even if you have to take space from them from a period of time, so it's not it doesn't have the same meaning across all contexts, and these types of words that have so much meaning deserve their own conversation, their own definitions. This isn't actually what I wanted to come on here to talk about. I wanted to say what I realized after making my videos, that I'm coming into a clearer understanding of my message and the voice that I want to bring. So I realized I'm not talking to everyone, and I don't have to. I'm actually talking to the light workers. I'm actually want to talk to the people who are here to hold a light, to be a bridge, to be presence of healing or information, knowledge, connection. So many of us. So many of us are here during these times with a specific and unique purpose to bring. It's our inner essence, what we are called to, the gifts that we know, our perspective, our perception on things. And yes, it's constantly evolving and shifting and changing. The more we experience life, the more we learn, the more we grow, the more adaptable we can become with our tools, with our gifts, with the things we have to share. We become more masterful. And the point is we don't have to be in our highest level of mastery to share our gifts and to be of service. So I am calling myself forward to become this voice that I am seeking in the world. There's certain people we connect to online, right, in the online sphere, that maybe we never met them in person, maybe we never will, but yet their presence, their unique energy signature, and their message, their voice not only what they're saying, but how they're saying it. There's a resonance that you feel connected to. And when you listen to these people, there's obviously different people will make you feel different things. But I'm asking for you to identify the creators online that give you this sense of regulation meaning, okay, that's true for me. This, listening to their truth is a reminder and a resonance of what's true for me. So those creators, those people that we feel such strong resonance with, it is a reminder of our own truth. Those are actually anchors for us in these times of crazy change, right? So I have a few people that calibrate me. When I see them, when I watch their content, I remember what is true for me. And we all need these reminders. So it kind of sparked me and made me realize I have a calling to bring my voice, to teach, to share, to express, to bring my journey and my story into the world. And sometimes I'm really stuck inside myself and inside my fears, my fear of judgment, my fear of what people will think, my fear, is it good enough, does it make sense, blah, 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 whatever. I'm coming into the deeper embodiment around this, knowing that it doesn't actually fully matter what I say. What matters more is the resonance and the energy signature of my essence, my soul, my being, that I'm here to be an anchor and a pillar for not everyone, but for sure for some people. And just like there are people out there that are regulating for me, I want to be this pillar of presence for others who are seeking this regulation in these times of crazy shift and crazy change. So this is reigniting my passion, my will, my purpose to come on here, to be seen, to express, and to move beyond the fears and the limitations, because there's a greater purpose. There's a deeper reason for why I have this calling to do something. And this is also meant to ignite and hopefully spark inspiration in any of you watching this right now who also have a call to do something, and to check in with yourself around truly, yes, it is meant to come through you, but it is not entirely about you. And we have to move beyond our self-concept and self-limitations to bring ourselves to service. And I do think that now is the time. In your own time, when I say now is the time, when you are ready and when you feel in alignment and attunement with that, then go and let yourself move beyond the fears. Because you are needed. We are all needed in our gifts, in our authentic essence, the uniquely we that we are. This is the era we are in now. We just shifted into the age of Aquarius. So it is all about shifting out of the systems of collective into stepping back into ourselves and coming forward in our uniqueness as individuals to carry our medicine into the world and to spark and ignite other people to remember their authentic truth as well. And our unique essence is needed because every single one of us has a role to play. We are moving through the end of times and the beginning of times simultaneously, and anchoring down into our sense of love, into our sense of safety, into our sense of purpose and aliveness, whatever that is for you. That is the frequency that carries us into the new paradigm. It's about being sovereign and not fully independent, sovereign, but in togetherness, finding the people that we feel safe to be fully ourselves, the people who cherish us, the people who support us and we can support back, where there is resonance and reciprocity and empowerment and support. And it doesn't have to be there all the time. That's a part of the mastery, is learning how to balance self with service, to balance self with other, to shine our uniqueness, but to remember we are a part of the greater whole. And it's not all about us at the end of the day, but it's how do we play this unique part and role in this major shift we are moving through together as humanity. I am so excited to be here alive, coming in to to my full aliveness and my purpose and my mission to be of service. And I want my message to serve as an anchor and a reminder for other people who are here to do the same thing. And I know it's not just me. So if you're resonating with this, let me know. And see you around.